The first recorded purchase on Amazon that showed up was, I don't know what it's called. It's like a binocular, and it's the one of those things. I've been trying to refer to this thing for a while. It's like Unica or something like that. Okay, so you know how the sailors, they would pull that thing out, right? And you know, they talk about the Greek parable about being in the cave. It refers to being in Greece, looking at Egypt through one of those things, being a scientist and saying, what's going on here from my pagan scientific perspective? And you're looking at Egypt at different periods of time. Egypt is the elephant, Egypt and Israel and the earth, one could say. You know, Egypt, Israel, and the earth is not a hippopotamus. It is an elephant. The great elephant is embodied by the little elephant, as the great ape, the grape, is embodied by the little ape. So, using this same principle of the temple of the earth and the temple of God and this world versus the kingdom of heaven, this world's competition, the king of this world shall be crowned any way this world sees fit. So the king of martial arts from the materialistic perspective, fine. But we must separate it and apply sacred morality and never compare the two. The king of this world is filth. He is the least. The first to jump will be the last in the order in heaven. The last to jump to save the first will be the first. And in order to do so, he must make it clear that 7, 8, 9, who, what, when, where, how, why, masterfully in a way that I couldn't possibly do. Thus, Shaka Zulu is the Sigeti. And that is also relevant, the S, Southern Egypt. Sigeti, Southern, I-G-G, Igbo, Iti. Don't be an idiot. Get me is another way to look at it. Of course, I don't know all the details. We all have a different perspective, and I am a hawk flying over Egypt and Israel from the perspective of the spirit of the people who lived in that area. And I'm Judah and Ham coming together, mind, body, soul, and heart, from my perspective as an Igbo prince. Now, I could be wrong. I am not perfect. This is the gospel of Chukwuemeka, because no gospel is perfect. This is something that's not in the Bible because I'm not worthy. But this, nonetheless, is my perspective, and I'm worthy of that. And where was I? Oh, yes. Other than not worthy, I don't truly know, but I'm going to say that because I humble myself in the tradition and the fundamental principle. And I always go back to the fundamental principle. When in doubt, automatically the ancestors win. There's no question. God wins. There is no referee but God. There is no referee but the King of Kings. And I am the King of the Jews of this generation. With all due respect to the rich white Jews and all you jealous little whiners who don't want to accept it. Those that do, brothers, I'm sorry that it took this long to understand. And those that understood from birth, well, they were the true Jews, aren't they? The true kings of the Jews, whoever they were. And however long you've been envious of me, you need to release that, brother, and accept me for who I am, what I am, because of who, what, where, when, how, why. Race is not important. I'm part white, and I rode the pale horse. Do you understand what I'm saying? You materialistic people need to bow to those of us who have been carrying our cross from different cultures. See the commonalities in a way that is consistent with the 7. We do not bow to the 9. The 9 is a bowing 6. He's on his way to turn around, right? His natural state is to bow. So you bow before me, 6 and 9, as you do your little dance. You never forget you are bowing around the sun as you spin in orbit. You never forget that you are this world, and I am the Spirit of God through Chukwuemeka, the King of the Jews. Now do your worst, Caesar. Do your worst, Talmud. Do your worst. You can run all you want. You can hide all you want. You can swim all you want. Jet ski all you want. But this is a predominantly Christian country in a universe that is Christian, period. And we do not take orders from you. you take orders from us. O children of Israel, O Christians who seek to be one and friends with us, all people who love the one true God above everything else. Excuse me, I'm not perfect. I've been told, in my own way, that because Satan is coming around, God is coming around. And all these people who seek to cover it up, they are afraid because they know that I'm right. They know that my challenge proves I'm right. And it's just not even the tip of the iceberg of proof that they have collected over the years. The reason why they are doing this is they're trying to have fun as long as they can. And they know they're fucked because what their ancestors did, and they're afraid. They know they're going to be last, and they want to stay first. It is their arrogance, materialism, and greed that got them into this situation. Follow orders from the Bible, but know that Satan is starting to rise. And that is why I am starting to rise. And we shall see who will win. Pretty much in his own words, says the Lord. Let this be symbolic of the Masons now being ruled out as advisors, period. And if they attempt to, it is violating our most sacred traditions. I told them specifically not to use their network in any way, or for any one other network especially, or anyone else to request to train me for any reason. They did not. So now, principle number 2 is whoever insists on changing the rules that I have set must commit seppuku, because this is the last warning. You do not tell Judah how to think or do martial arts ever. Rule number 2 is made after rule number 1 so that you temper it with your discipline. But make no mistake, it is more serious than rule number 1. Thank you.